Hey, how's it going, guys? In this video, I'll teach you how to hack a humble fabric lint shaver. This is a little basic one that I got from eBay about a year ago, and it works great. You don't have to spend $10-20 just for a famous brand. I think Philips makes one of these, but theirs is around, I think, $15. This one was around, like, I think $2 or $3 from memory, so it was a good buy. This one works with the two AA batteries. They are in a series connection, which means that it doubles the voltage. So if you don't know about the battery connection, so basically if your batteries are in a series, that would double the voltage, which means it will double the power, but the capacity of the battery would stay the same. But if you were to connect two batteries in a parallel connection, that means the capacity would double but the power would stay the same. So in this case, it's in a series connection. Basically one connection starts here and it follows through like that, and then goes to the other terminal of the motor, which makes it a serial connection. That means it doubles the voltage of the batteries, and these batteries are 1.5 volt, both of them, so that makes it 3 volts. So what are we going to hack it with a small humble USB cable from you can use it from a laptop outlet. You can use a power bank to do the job, so it's going to be really portable, and that means you would never have to worry about buying these batteries again. I don't like disposable batteries because they're harmful to the environment. They create a lot of waste, and they're unreliable in a device like this because it's a motor. It just chews through the battery, so you're just throwing away a lot of waste. You're throwing away your money, you're throwing away a lot of batteries. By hacking it, putting a cable through it, I should say just a USB cable, you should save a lot of money and the environment. So just to show you how it works, it's basically, whoop, did I put the batteries wrong? Hang on. Anyway, so if you hear it, so it's got a little 3 blades in here, and it works quite similar to a reciprocating shaver. So through these holes your lint would go through, and the blades inside of it, which I would show you now, so these are really sharp blades, and they will shave off the lint. Now there are a few things you're gonna have to consider. Obviously the first thing is if your batteries are in a serial or parallel connection. Most cases, I would say 99% of the time, it would be a serial connection because they want to double the power. But that being said, the capacity of these batteries is not going to be that good. So if you think about it, it's 1.5 volt each battery, that makes it 3 volts. And from most of the power outlets, like from power banks and your even your phone chargers, that you get 5 volts coming out of it, so which is 2 volts more than what we're getting here. But that also means it's going to be a lot more powerful. It's going to take a lot of lint off, whereas with batteries sometimes I think it can be a little sluggish. The power isn't there when it comes to thick lint. So I think it should actually make it better by hacking it. So at the moment it's working. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take the batteries out. As you can see, nothing's it's not working there. And the other thing you also got to consider is, because you're gonna have to see the connections, you want to make sure which way your blades are spinning. So in my case, they're spinning clockwise to cut it. So when you do use the wire, so what's going to happen is you're going to have to make sure that your blades are spinning the right way. If they're not, then just flip the cables and it should do the job. So I've just opened up the connection just to show you. So this is the power, the red, and here's the ground one. And I don't think they really color coded it anyway. They just soldered any wire there. So I'll show you how to hack it now. So what I've done is basically just got my old USB cable, which was broken. It was a micro USB cable. The front bit was broken, so it wouldn't charge my phone anymore, this one here. So I cut it up there and I stripped the wires. Now generally red and the black, they're going to be the power, and these two would be the data ones. So we're not going to worry about these. And so what's going to happen is we're just going to trial it real quick to see if it works. So here's my USB, and I'm going to plug it into my computer right there. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, so it's plugged in. Now I'm gonna move things away because it's gonna, if my calculations are right, it's gonna be really fast. Now don't worry about the cables, don't worry about touching them. It's not gonna shock you because it's only 5 volts. So if we touch, whoop, see? Can you hear it? You can even see the spark. So it's working. And I can actually already feel the power, how much faster it is compared to the batteries. So if I touch it here, I can even actually hold it. Oops. Or maybe try to. Can you hear the power? Whoa, so much faster. It is so much faster than the batteries. So what I'm planning to do is, I'm gonna wrap up these cables in here. I'm not gonna solder them, because it should stay in place, and then put this casing back on, and obviously slip the button back in. And then from the back casing here, I'm gonna cut a little groove at the bottom, like a little U there, so the cable could go through here. Then I'm gonna tie a knot so it doesn't pull out, and then secure it. So you guys get the idea now. So I'm gonna pause the video and show you once I've done everything. Another quick little thing, look, I've cut the data cables as well, but if you notice, I've cut them on a different length to each other. So that means there is no chance of them shorting with each other. I don't have to insulate them, because even at this length, there's no way they're gonna touch the tips to each other. I can even shorten them even more. So that way, there's absolutely no chance that they would ever touch each other. Here we go. That's taken care of, so don't need that anymore, and we'll move on to the next bit. So you guys can see here now, I have basically on these little metal spikes, I have wrapped the cables rather than soldering them. The reason for that is, in case I do want to go back to batteries in the future, I can easily do it, but I've wrapped the cable like 3 or 4 times, quite a long cable, so it's actually pretty secure. If anything, this wrapping is much more secure than this dodgy Chinese soldering job there. So I'm pretty confident this is going to stay. It's not going anywhere. Now you would also notice that I've connected directly to the battery terminals, because I want to be able to use the switch. So this is the switch terminal, pretty simple switch. So it just slides up and down and connects 2 terminals, and then you get that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back here, and I'll show you how to do the rest. So basically on the switch, I don't know if you can see it, it's not focusing, the bloody thing. So on the bottom it says on. Oh, sorry. So this would be the on position, and this would be the off. So if you see, it's a little bit off center. It's not, the metal bit is not right in the middle, it's a little bit up top. So that's because that's the switch motion. Anyway, I'm just gonna pause it and put it back together, or you can see me do it. So what you're gonna do is so this is going to be the top, and I'm gonna slide the switch, sorry, my hand's in the way. Just gonna slide the switch in the slot here, right, like that, and move the cable inside. Oops. Wait up. Where is it? And that should be pretty secure. There we go. This cable isn't going anywhere, I can guarantee you that. So now let's see if it still works. Got my USB, gonna plug it in. It's on the off position at the moment. Let's see. Whoop, something isn't right. Okay, maybe I messed up the wiring a little. Something's wrong here. Okay, hang on a minute. Oh, turned out the USB in my laptop wasn't plugged in properly. Yeah, by the way, I have only plugged it in my laptop, so it's not even in the charger or anything. So as you can see, it works fine. If anything, it's got a lot more power and a lot more spin now compared to the bloody batteries earlier. So this is going to be great. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to unplug that USB. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see, it's not working anymore because I unplugged it. So I'm going to tie a knot here. So what's going to happen is with that knot, and when I pull it through this hole, so it's not going to get pulled out, so it's not going to be damaged. So let's do that real quick. So I've just cut a hole there with my drill, so it's a lot cleaner, doesn't have any, you know, it looks more factory. I know it's not the perfect job, but yeah, it's a bloody fabric shaver. So what we're going to do is now we're going to tie that knot. So gonna make a loop like that. So I've got this knot here, and when it's gonna sit here, as you can see, so when I pull it, it's still got plenty of slack here in the cable, so it's not gonna pull out. So now I'm gonna sit it here, put that, feed my cable through it, and it should clip in, but it won't. Okay, because I need to cut there too, so I made a mistake there. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you guys get the idea. So what I actually might do is cut a hole on the side here, down this end. I didn't take this into account that the bottom of the shaver was down here. I should have thought of that, because when it clips in, it gets covered with the hole. So it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a hole on the side here, so the cable would come out of here. Alright, give me one more minute. Alright, so I actually decided to cut a hole on the right hand side, because thinking, so when it's like that and I'm using it, so the cable would be underneath my hand down there, so it's not going to obstruct my the work that I'm going to be doing. So let's see if it works this time. I should have thought of that. That was such a stupid mistake. Yeah, that's how it's going to look like. Here we go. All right, now let's try turning it on again. Gonna plug it back into my laptop. Oop. Which is the right way. Okay, finally got it. Now let's see. Oh yeah. Cool. This is completely secure. It's not going anywhere. And my fabric shaver works. See, if you see the container that collects all the lint, it's all empty. Let's try it out. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that well, but if you see, pay attention here, this is my winter lower, which is only worn it a few times, but it's already getting all this lint fibers coming out of the fabric. So we're gonna try to shave it. As you already know that it's all empty. Turn it on and let's go to town with it. Whoa, look at that. See the lint, that one there? Gone. Oh, this is so much better, much better than the batteries, because batteries were just so slow. They didn't have enough power. This is just, you know, going through the bloody fibers like hot knife going through butter. Turn it off. If you can see, whoop, See, there's this lint coming out of there, and look at that inside. See all the fiber, it's cut. So yeah, so this is how you hack your bloody fabric shaver. I know it's such a stupid video and random video, but I just thought it was a cool idea, so I thought, oh, I'm gonna make this video anyway guys. So I'm gonna try it on and see how it goes on my clothes. And now, because with such a long cable, I can actually use it anywhere, and you can use it with your power bank. Worst comes to worst, if you're really desperate, if you have an OTG connector for your mobile phone, you can even run it with your OTG connector from your phone. So there you go. Anyway guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Okay guys, one more thing I just wanted to show you. I just finished taking all the lint off my lower. Just want to show you how much lint it has removed. Come on, focus camera. God damn you. Oh, here we go. Ooh. Okay, here. There's some stuck up here. Okay. And look at that inside. It's just like made it almost brand new again. Oh, come on. Whoa, look at that. That's just from one lower that it has removed all that lint that was making it look old. Look at that. So yeah, it definitely works. Give it a shot. If it works for you, let me know. And if you have any better ideas, then let me know that too, because I'm always open to new ideas. And if you want anything else done, and then if I can make that happen, I'll try that for you. And so yeah, I just wanted to add this a little bit at the end. And I'm gonna go to town on with all my clothes now. See ya. Tell me, do you feel ashamed on how you